Hi, everybody. So happy to be part of this call tonight and just share a little bit about a new product that's just literally blowing our minds. And we're going to share the name of it is called Luminate. This is part of the Juice Plus company. And all the women on this call here in these little blocks are all health coaches. And we've been just part of this wellness community for years. And we fell in love with this whole food in a capsule. And one of the things that this company does so well is it put together whole food in ways that's going to nourish our body at an optimal level. So one of the most recent products that came out is a product called Luminate. And what is so exciting about this product, and it just another reason why it's so important is just keeping people healthy and doing things the right way. My son overdosed on isolated vitamins when he was a toddler. And I knew there had to be a better way to get these nutrients in our body. And I found this nutrition. The same thing with Luminate. There are kids, teenagers that are having heart attacks and they're in the hospital and some fatalities over energy drinks. And these energy drinks that are really wreaking havoc on the human physiology because people want to boost or they want to feel like they have more energy or they just drinking these caffeinated beverages and then they're adding it with this and that. And it's just the body can't handle it. So this company does what we do best is researches and figures out ways to help enhance what we already know to sorry, I'm just trying to get this set up here for the screen. All right, so Andrea, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome. So what we do so well is we nourish our body at a cellular level using clean whole food products. Juice Plus Luminate is a brain enhancing, or just say brain balancing energy drink, but it's made from plants. So we'll go over some of the ingredients in a bit, but it sustains your energy with natural ingredients. It's enhanced mental clarity and laser sharp focus. It elevates your mood, and it's only 2 grams of natural sugar. But when you look at it, I remember looking at these ingredients, and a lot of people have been talking about ingredients like ashwagandha and Alpinia galanda, coffee berry. The thing that I love about this company is that when we use plants the way they're grown in nature, we don't isolate the ingredients. We actually just crush it. We crush it and it's whole food that the body can absorb. So when you look at the ingredients on the packaging, I put it in on the left side of the slide. It's plant-based. It's obviously vegan, plant-based. It's kosher. It's gluten-free. It's a brain supplement that provides rapid cognitive benefits. Now, when we think about how people are, whether it's mental health, gut health and mental health go hand in hand, where there's a lot of ADD, ADHD, OCD, a lot of people dealing with Alzheimer's, early onset Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, things like that. And how are we going to enhance our brain and keep it healthy? So we want to eat a lot of brain enhancing foods. And this is just a great way to provide the brain with some nourishment. So when you add this to your diet, your daily diet, you're receiving that rapid cognitive benefit. The berry and mango flavor is what it tastes like. It's made from powerful nootropics, a natural caffeine from the coffee berry, scientifically proven ingredients with the Alpinia galanda and the caffeine from coffee berry, as I mentioned. A value-added alternative to coffee or energy drinks. It's made without GMO, so it's a non-GMO product. No synthetic sweeteners, colors, or flavors. Only 2 grams of sugar and 15 calories per serving. So just a quick overview, adaptogens. An adaptogen is an ingredient that will help you adapt to physical, mental, environmental stressors, hence the name adaptogen. They come in the form of herbs, roots, mushrooms, and other plant substances. Nootropics are ingredients that support cognitive function. So it's brain health, helping with mental energy, alertness, focus. Nootropics come from various plants and other sources. And what do they do together? I know I mentioned this, I'm just going to go over it again. The mental clarity, the ability to focus your attention, notice things, and think quickly. Think about all those times, I don't know about you, but I'll be thinking about a word or something that happened and I have to take a minute and I'm like, you want that mental clarity, that mental stimulation, so you think and it's just right there at the tip of your tongue. Mental energy is the willingness to engage in cognitive work, such as concentrating, problem solving, and decision making. Now think about, I don't know if this is something you do, but I know there's a tendency of people to procrastinate things because you have to like wrap your head around what you're doing, or like, okay, I have to write this paper, or I have to write this essay, or I have to focus on this presentation, or have this call, or educate myself on something, and like taking that time to really focus. And maybe you're taking out distracting things like you're shutting off the radio, or in a quiet place, or different things that you do to try and help yourself. But what is it that the brain needs? How are you nourishing your brain so that you can really focus on something? The focus and concentration is the capacity to concentrate on one thing while tuning the other things out. Mental alertness, the state of being attentive and ready to act. Improved working memory, the temporary capacity to hold information and mentally work with it, needed for understanding complex concepts, problem solving, and working toward goals. Now, what do you think about when you're looking, you're thinking about this? Athletes, students, people who are working in high stressful decision-making environments, doctors, nurses, lawyers. When you think of our kids that are having to study multiple subjects at a time, finals, they're competing on the field. And when you get in a position where you're playing a sport and you have to be focused, so you're playing football and you need to be aware of what's happening so you're not getting tackled, or you're getting by the tackle, or you're fast enough, or your body can make that hand-eye coordination to hit the ball out of the park. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have all that mental capacity to be able to do all that. And then in addition, if you're a student athlete, you're tackling the athletic piece with the brain element in school. So what are the benefits? Being more productive, feeling sharper, feeling more vital, being more present and enjoying the important moments around you, embracing every opportunity that comes your way. Those are life benefits. Functional benefits: increased mental energy, laser sharp focus and attention, enhanced mental clarity, improved working memory, heightened alertness, elevated mood. Think about mood. Oh my gosh. There are a lot of people that struggle with mental health, and this is a great way to help nourish the brain. So it helps elevate the mood and reduces that mental fatigue. And again, just looking at the ingredients, you've got the ashwagandha root and leaf, rhodiola root, coffee berry, the lion's mane mushroom, cordyceps mushroom, alpinia galanda root, and the sage leaf. So again, it allows you to be more productive, so you can have more time for you at the end of the day, right? If you could check some things off, you get some things done. Experience a better mood, happy, calm, clear head. Enjoy what you're doing, even the mundane everyday stuff. Quicken your reaction time so you can think on your feet. Tackle tasks head on and reduce procrastination tendencies. I had mentioned that before. Tap into your true potential. Unlock the possibilities that await you when you are at your best mentally. So these are just some of the things that are happening with your Luminate. And it comes in a box. You can get 15 or 30. And I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to stop the share. And I'm just going to go around. We're going to share little testimonials. This is what Luminate looks like. And it comes in this little package. See this box full here. You rip it open. And what I do is you can put it in an 8-ounce glass of water and just stir it up. I actually fill my Stanley up with water and I put 1 in there. So that's probably definitely double. It's probably 24, 16, maybe even more ounces than that. And this fills it. I just swirl it around and I drink it. But what I will say is it's not something, I don't drink coffee. So I wouldn't want to be stimulated. And when I do drink coffee, if it's caffeinated, I get the jitters and the shakes and things like that. Um, so with this, I was wondering if I would feel anything like that, and I don't. So there's no jitters, there's no feeling of like a caffeinated beverage. What I will say is, there have been times where I was feeling sluggish and I added this to my routine. First of all, I love the taste of it. And I'm like, oh, what a treat. Like I get up in the morning, I go to the gym, I have tea. When I'm on my way home from the gym, I have my Perform protein, which is a vegan, another product of ours. We could get into it another time. But then after I come home and I shower, I fill up my jug with water and I have Illuminate. And it really does take you out of that brain fog. You don't have the jitters, but it just gives you this sense of, I don't even know how to explain, your brain feels good. It's like you're nourishing your brain. You just feel alert. You can tackle your tasks and you're ready to go. And the best part of it is if I were to drink coffee, which I don't, but in the past, if I've had caffeinated beverage, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. If I have this, I sleep fine. So, my daughter has had a couple of crazy nights out, and she mentioned to me she had a headache the next day. She was going to grab some Aleve, and I said, "Why are you going to add something to your diet like that you don't need to put in your body? Why don't you try one of these and see how you do?" So she added this to her diet, and she said, "Mom, my headache went away. I feel great." And now "Hey, Mom, can you bring me a whole box of these every time I see her?" My son Drew just came back from football camp. He has 2 of these a day. He's a football player, very intense, high energy workouts, and he works out separately from football. So he loves these. He has 2 of these a day. It just helps with his focus. He likes the way they taste. It's an energy drink. He's not going to put crappy chemicals in his body. And we're just really loving it as a family. So I'm going to pass it along to Andrea Ford, and she's going to share some of the benefits that she's noticed with Luminate too.
Okay, hi, you can hear me fine?
Yep.
I'm going to click off because I want to read this one. So I've been sharing this with like lots of different people. And I didn't really know what I'd expect people to say. But this is one that came from my sister, who is an artist. And she does long hours, like these mosaics that are very intense. And she was telling me, and I want to read, I'm going to find it. Hold on here. So I can read to you. So I said, "Hey, how are you doing with the Juice Plus Luminate?" She said, "Of course, as a menopausal woman, brain fog is a real problem, especially for me early in the day. I found taking the Luminate really helped me clear this so that I could move forward with my busy day, and I felt way more productive. I've also noticed that when I'm working one of my art projects, it helps me to focus for longer periods of time without constantly feeling like I'm being distracted. And on a super busy day, it's been a real godsend. And I'm so glad that you recommended it to me." She's like, "This is really how I feel. I actually have started to produce more work and getting things finished." So that I was really like surprised to hear that she'd only taken it once or twice and immediately felt like she had a positive
That's incredible.
yeah. I was like, I'm so glad, like, because I know she's definitely one of those people, like we all are sometimes. We try and do multitask and then you can't focus. So she was like, it was really helpful. And I was just talking with my daughter's boyfriend, who, these are young people who use all the energy drinks. And I gave some to them. And he told me that he really loved it, that he found that he was going on an interview because they're all fresh out of college and interviewing. And he said it felt like it really helped him. He was focused, he felt sharp, and he just felt he had a clearer mind, but he didn't have any of the jitters that he would get with the energy drinks that he didn't like. And that sometimes he would avoid doing it and drinking them because of that. So he said he absolutely loved it, as did my daughter. She was, you know, same kind of thing, that they just felt that their focus was a lot better. And from personally, from myself, I really didn't know what I was going to experience. But for me, as you mentioned before, I felt I was way more productive. I think that was my thing. Felt like I could focus more, get more done. And if I was feeling sort of tired, you know, around that 3 o'clock, it's a long day, you've still got stuff to do, I would take one around 3 in the afternoon, and I would be going and getting stuff done, like things getting completed. It was really, really an excellent experience. And, you know, I'm just really happy with the product. And I'm so happy that I'm sharing it with people and they're giving me such amazing feedback. You know, I'm right now giving it to some people, like you mentioned, with things like ADHD and things like that, because I just feel like people are looking and they're really searching for something. So it's been really a great experience sharing it.
Those are incredible testimonies. And I think, you know, we're doing great work. And I know, like, my daughter was on a Division I team in college, and the amount of coffee, like, the adrenal glands just cannot handle all that. And knowing that kids are grabbing, they're having coffee, they're having energy drinks and drinking alcohol and not sleeping and pushing, and then they're, you know, trying to study and traveling and their schedules are off. And then to hear, you know, those energy drinks with all of those chemicals in them. This is such a great alternative to be able to give people, busy people, an alternative that's going to help nourish their brain and get them through what they need, instead of, you know, putting those scary ingredients in the body. So thank you so much for sharing that. What great testimonials. Thank you. So we're going to share or pass it along to Linda. Linda, do you have anything that you want to add?
Well, you guys hit the nail on the head with everything. I think the biggest thing is, like, that I've heard from people is that, you know, my brain fog seems to have lifted. You know, I think a lot of people just feel like crap and they're just think it's normal these days. And that's the biggest thing. I'm like, how do you feel? And someone's like, I just feel better. I just overall feel better. And as far as the energy drinks, like, personally, I couldn't have energy drinks. I couldn't have coffee. I had heart arrhythmias from Adderall years ago, so I had to go off of that. And I've sort of been, you know, searching, and I got off a lot of that stuff when I started Juice Plus and started eating cleaner. And a lot of that helps with executive function too. But I find that this doesn't give me the jitters. And I was actually looking into one of the ingredients, because somehow I became like a science nerd with all of our, like, very cool, clean ingredients. And the cordyceps mushrooms that are in here, they actually help with heart arrhythmias. So it just made me feel even better that, you know, and it's heart supportive. It improves heart health. But all of that stuff I watch these kids, and even you walk into the gyms and all you see is Monster, Celsius, Red Bull, and these kids are having their, you know, going on dialysis. It's killing their kidneys. They're getting stomach problems from them. And this is just such a great alternative. And sometimes I only use half in the morning and maybe half in the afternoon. I don't feel that I need to use a whole packet. And sometimes I take it every day. Sometimes I don't take it some days. Just depends on what's in front of me that day. But it's been a great addition to the Juice Plus family.
Thank you, Linda. You bring up such a great point. The whole brain fog. And I love that you looked into the cordyceps with the heart health, because this little card came in the box. I don't know if you've received it, but I mean, basically, we're a company that's backed in science, and it's scientifically proven. The ingredients are scientifically proven. So it's just really great to know that it says the key benefits are designed with scientifically proven ingredients, and then goes on to list them with enhanced mental clarity, increased mental clarity, and then heightened alertness, improves working memory, better focus and concentration, just like you said. And a lot of people are adding these couple of these ingredients. I know people have been talking about lion's mane and ashwagandha is great for ADHD and ADD and brain function, but then it's also got the other ones combined. So it's like you have a little bit of each of those ingredients that can help nourish different parts of your brain. So, Mary, we're going to hand it over to you so you can share a little bit about what you've experienced.
Well, at first, I didn't like the taste of it. I thought it left like a aftertaste, and I kept trying it, and now I love it. I look forward to it every day. I have gotten into the habit of having it with my capsules in the afternoon as like a pick-me-up. And I generally have a lot of energy, but I noticed that like today, I went to a yoga class and then I went grocery shopping and came home and I was really tired. And I said, oh, I didn't have my Luminate. So I had my Luminate, my capsules, and I made dinner, and then I made a banana bread, and here I am, still going strong. I have had the opposite reaction from some of my people that I gave it to. They found that the caffeine, one person never drank coffee in her life, and she said it made her have headaches. But I'm encouraged to hear that what you did, Linda, because I have atrial fibrillation. And that, like the other day or last week, I had a cup of tea in the afternoon, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't sleep. And this is decaf tea. So it makes me realize that how much this is better for me, even though I know it's better for me, but I didn't know it had these heart support activities. That's huge, really big. And so I probably won't drink any more tea. I would just have this in the afternoon, because I find that it gives me a lot of, like you say, brain clarity and energy to keep on going through the day. And I have busy days.
Yes, you do.
Well, thank you everybody for sharing. We want to just keep this a quick 30-minute call just to share some of these testimonies, but this is just the beginning. And so really proud to be part of a company and a community that's really looking out for human physiology's best interest, you know, with our families, just natural whole food ingredients that the body recognizes, and that we've researched so we know what it's doing at a cellular level to heal us every day. So thanks for joining us tonight.
Wait a
And
minute, I have a question.
sure.
I'm going
go
to pick
ahead.
your brains. I have a meeting on Thursday with a pharmacist. And I gave him a sample with the card in it that told what the ingredients were, and said that I could come in and talk to him about adding it.
Well, just let me hold off on that. We're going to stop the recording and
Oh,
we'll
okay.
answer the question. But
Okay.
we do have several pharmacists that have joined this company and that share all of this nutrition, because they've seen a lot of the pharmaceuticals with side effects, and they feel really empowered to share this nutrition with people so that they can nourish before they need the meds, if they do. So and we can get you a link to that too, if anybody wants that. So I'm just gonna stop the recording here, and thanks for joining, everyone.